about Rob Wlasuk, producer from the WWJ 24-Hour Traffic Center. You know, a lot has changed over the past few weeks here in Michigan, but one thing that doesn't change in Michigan are the roads. You know, the traffic is lighter on the roads than it usually is at this time of year. You know, there's still road work happening. There's still people on the roads, something everybody has to be aware of. And Wayne County has some of the busiest roads in Michigan, if not the busiest roads in Michigan, and you can always expect some kind of road work or some kind of issue going on in Wayne County on the roads. Here to joining me to talk about the Wayne County roads is Beverly Watts, Director of Public Services of Wayne County. Hello, Beverly. How are you doing today?
Hi, how are you? Great.
I'm doing good. Thank you for joining us. In Wayne County, let's talk about your workforce right now. Is the workforce looking lighter right now? Is it the same amount of people because of the virus? You know, describe what the workforce is looking like in Wayne County.
Yes, thank you for having us to explain and definitely let our citizens know who's in on our roads crew while we're going through this furlough period per our county exec, Mr. Evans, as well as the governor's order. As you know, Wayne County has been on furlough since March 13th, and then we extended the furlough that's going to come out per the governor's order. What we want to do, because we want to do both, is just like you explained, we have some of the most busiest roads heavily traveled in Wayne County. At the same time, we have a really, really serious crisis going on that none of us have experienced before in our lifetime. So we also want to keep our staff working on these safety important issues and emergencies that still occur, but we also want to keep them safe health-wise as well. So what I decided to do, working along with the county exec and his order, what we did is we rotate our road staff. So for example, I didn't want to have all of the force still in, because if this virus spreads, it's going to spread among your operation, and that's not good. So what we want to do is we want to rotate staff. Yards, we put them on, two off. And then we made sure that no one is driving in the same vehicle together. That way everyone can maintain that social distancing requirement. We also enforce, we make sure they have the gear. They always have the mask, the gloves. We make sure they have the sanitizers and the hand sanitizers and the wipes for their trucks, wipe down their trucks daily, even hourly. So it's working very well now. So we're rotating the staff. They still have been working. Say, for example, I have 6 districts yards. If I have 6 trucks per yard, we put it down to maybe 2 or 3 per yard, and we rotate the staff on and off. And that's to keep them safe during the virus, but still have very important needed work ongoing during this period.
You know, you mentioned the virus spreading, and it does spread very quickly. And it's great to hear you guys are spreading everybody out, trying to keep everybody safe. I mean, look at the police department downtown. How many police officers in downtown Detroit got the virus? It's very sad. So with that being said, you still have a job to do. Things still have to get done. And downtown Detroit, I know you guys do some work in downtown Detroit, and it is a hot spot for the coronavirus. How much less road work are you guys doing in downtown Detroit now, or, because not just downtown Detroit, but all over Wayne County because of the virus?
Exactly. What we're doing now, we're mainly looking at our service requests. That was really high priority, meaning that's a high safety issue. So we're addressing those issues first. We work very closely with MDOT. Individuals may not be aware, we maintain and assist them with our freeways, with the bridges. If you recall, a couple of weeks ago was a very bad accident off I-94 in that bridge Connor. Our crews was there to assist right away. They helped with the bridge repair. So they're still working closely with MDOT. And really what we're doing is just maintaining those high priority work orders and service requests that poses a safety concern, because we still want to address those now, and we do it very carefully. We definitely practice that social distancing. Having crews not ride in the same vehicle is a major plus. Having them when they're outside of the truck, if they have to, maintaining that 6 to 7 feet distance apart from each other, wearing the appropriate protective gear, sanitizing the trucks daily, sometimes hourly, making sure you're washing your hands. All of those steps have been able to help us. We got ahead of it kind of early as soon as our county exec alerted us. So we put these measures in place earlier. And I think that kind of, knock on wood, has served us well so far, as well as rotating the staff, where among our staff so far, the virus hasn't spread because we've had those extra safety protocols in place.
So let me see if I understand this correctly. You mentioned that you helped out with 94, and there's some other big projects going on at this time. Am I to understand correctly that some of the smaller projects are just being put on hold temporarily?
Well, what we have is two phrases, and I want to educate the public. In our division, you have a road maintenance division, and they typically going to handle removing the snow, doing the potholes. They'll do your day-to-day maintenance on the road. And then I have my engineering division. That's the project where you're going to do road construction. And, construction season actually starts on the 15th. So it's coming up, next week. However, we had two projects, actually three, that was slated to begin this week with contractors. Only one of them so far has said that they have to postpone and maybe delay a project on a road improvement due to the virus because of lack of personnel. But the other two projects begin this week in the community. We have two more that's going to start next week as well. So far, we stay in tune and on top of and speaking with the leaders of these contractors to make sure that they still have the staff that's available to do the projects. And so far, we are on task with that. Like I said, I've only received one company where they want to push back the start of their delay of the work on the road due to the virus and lack of staff.
I'm talking with Beverly Watts, Director of Public Services of Wayne County. Okay, Beverly, let's talk about the work zones that you have going on. Right now, what are the biggest work zones that you guys are currently doing, and what are the work zones that you guys may have in the future? Hopefully that the coronavirus won't affect.
Absolutely, and we were prepared this year with the wonderful support our county exec gives us, and he always try to help us with the tools. As you know, everyone needs more funding for infrastructure, but we were prepared to have a very aggressive capital plan this year as far as road maintenance and our construction projects and some of the bridges. But of course, now with the virus and then the furlough and just the epidemic, it will change it some. So we're going to still do our priority projects. One of our major projects this year, which we've put out, will be the Grosse Ile Bridge. As everyone remember, we had to close it last November due to some emergency repairs. Construction was already planned for the first week in May. We will be shutting that bridge down.
And that Grosse Ile Bridge is a very, very busy. I mean, we get a lot of phone calls in the traffic center about
very busy.
I don't think people understand how busy that area is.
Exactly. It's not just because you have residents on the island, and we really thank the residents for their patience, but they have a lot of business, egress, a daily business commercial, traffic that goes across that bridge. So that project is still on track to begin in a couple of weeks, the first weekend in May. The contractor will start mobilizing in a week. That's the major project that we will have, because that bridge will close in May, and for all the repairs, it will not open till the end of the year. Our goal is, and everything aligned right, is to reopen that bridge by December of this year. So that's our major project in Wayne County this year. We have multiple others in other zones with some bridges and some road repair, but that by far is the largest project for this 2020 season.
Okay, so it is pothole season here in Michigan. We've been very fortunate to have not that harsh for winter, and the freeze-thaw cycle hasn't been as bad. But let's talk about some potholes. They have been popping up recently. We get a lot more in the last couple of days, especially. The patching crews are going to be out full force. Where do you think we're going to see probably the biggest patching crews?
We're going to see them, especially in Wayne County, all over, because when you look at Wayne County, we have 43 communities. And by the way, some individuals believe you just have a certain pothole season, but actually road agencies, they do potholes 24/7, 12 days throughout the year. Because even in summer and winter months, you still have the potholes. So we're constantly doing potholes year round. But we're going to see them a lot downriver. We have a lot in the Detroit area as well. We're going to maintain our county roads, but you're just going to see, we have had a light winter as far as the snow. However, you have squalls, and then you will have that freeze thaw that really produces, and that's really the recipe to produce a pothole. But what we're going to do again, because of this virus as well, we do have to assess. We don't know yet, how long will this virus will go and what that would mean as far as the crews and everyone working, but we're prepared for it. If we have to, if it comes to that, we're assessing now. We will prioritize, of course. We're going to prioritize the areas throughout Wayne County who has the worst roads, and those are the ones we will continue to tackle. But we're going to continue as planned. And of course, now you just don't know where the virus is going to lead. We have to put safety upon our employees. That's going to be number one. And then we're going to make sure that the safety for the residents as well is top of that list as well. So we got a great balancing act to do, but I know we have some dedicated staff. We're up to the challenge.
Beverly Watts, Director of Public Services of Wayne County. What other things do you have going on in Wayne County that the audience should know about?
Other things we have going on here is that we're trying to work hard assisting, even though we're a road agency. We're going to assist. We're a team here at Wayne County. So whatever our county exec need us to do to help, even if it's outside of the realm of a road agency during this crisis, we're willing and we're stepping up to the plate because we're here, a team in Wayne County. One example is in our senior citizens division with the Meals on Wheels program, they were having a little shortfall with some of the volunteers. Some of our staff, we stepped up. And we are assisting, delivering some of the meals and assisting other departments as needed. We're going to still maintain the roads. We're going to do what we have to do, but we're also going to assist anyone in Wayne County that needs to be and need help during this crisis because we are a family here and we all have to pull ourselves and our resources together just to get it done.
We definitely appreciate all the hard work you guys and everybody's doing out in Wayne County. It is a time where everybody does need to come together. Do you have a Facebook page, a Twitter, or any place where the listeners can get any of this information that we talked about, Roadwork or any other things?
Absolutely. The citizens can always just go to waynecounty.com, waynecounty.com, and any department, any program, any event, any activity that you want to find in Wayne County, you can find under that link. As you probably would know, in my other division, Parks, we would have normally had our marshmallow drop event today where, on this Good Friday, and we would have had marshmallows falling from the sky. So it's a little different. But again, like the governor and our county exec said, the virus will not stop the Easter Bunny from coming.
Beverly Watts, Director of Public Services of Wayne County. I appreciate the time. Thank you so much for all the information. And please be safe and pass along, to everybody else there. Be safe as well. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Bye.